I'm Michael.
And today we have our top 10 games that we learned in November 2025.
That's right. And
I learned 70.
I learned 68. And let me tell you,
It's a lot.
this month has been the best month I have had in a long time.
That's awesome.
Not because I played so many games, but just because the games,
Played so many good games.
the games that are on top are so good. Matter of fact, my number 10 game, like I was putting all of the games, I normally have a short list of like, these are my best games. I had 18 games I was trying to squeeze into 10 positions.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of games.
Yeah. So, some really, really good ones missed this list that I wish could have gone on there. So, a lot of tears were shed on the road to this top 10.
Yeah, because we had 2 conventions.
Yeah.
We had Tennessee Game Days and BGG Con. So there were a lot of opportunities for us to learn lots of games.
That's right.
So it was good.
That's right. And with all of these holidays, we've played a lot of games. And with holidays, with the holiday season and Christmas coming up, that can only mean one thing. It's time to purchase Steph's awesome gaming calendar 2026. $15.
That's right.
Plus shipping. And this can be on your gaming wall. Put it right next to your game table. Attach it to the side of your bookcase, whatever it takes to get you into the gaming mood, and you'll have 12 months of fantastic gaming art photography created by hers truly. That's it. Steph's awesome game calendar 2026. Just go to boardgamersteph-shop.fourthwall.com.
Yeah, it's a lot, but it'll be in the link right below.
It'll get easier.
Yeah, it'll be in the links below if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact. So.
I said I had no need for a calendar, and Steph said, just try it. And I did, and I love it. I actually use it, and I've used it for years now. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will say that because we played so many games in November, a lot of them weren't actually provided by the publisher. But
this is the first month that more games in my top 10 were not provided by the publisher versus provided by. So 6 not provided, 4 provided, and that hasn't happened before.
In a long time, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because same with me, 4 of mine were provided by publishers, but the other ones we just played for fun.
Right. So for the ones that were provided by the publishers, they did not give them to us in exchange for being placed on this top 10 video. They gave them to us because they know we like to play all the games. So without further ado, let me start off with my number 10 game. It is provided by Nerd Lab Games. It is Final Titan. In Final Titan, you are trying to... You've got a batch of 3 superhero titans.
3 or 4, I think.
Depending on player count.
Yeah, it could
probably.
Be, yeah.
So, and you are trying to put your Titan in the arena to defeat the other Titans. Now, here's the catch. There's no real benefit for being in there, so you can not go into battle, but you have to end up putting one of your upgrade cards into the middle, and eventually, like, no thanks.
Upgrade cards are really important.
They're super powerful.
They're super good.
So at some point, somebody is going to say no thanks style. They're going to grab those cards and have them available to play for their Titan. Now, some of these Titans might seem really overpowered, but I promise you there is at least one, if not more, Titans that also have something overpowered that can totally negate what that other Titan can do. For example, there was a Titan out that we were all really scared of. And I had this little wasp hornet thing. And look at the eye rolls. They're already started. So actually, first I put in the one that like would substitute in for another one.
He had a cool ability.
I had a cool ability. So I start taking some damage and whatever. And then whoops, I swap out with my hornet wasp thingy. And zoop, 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 skip past all the damage, kill the one in front of me, and then proceeded to take down the next few Titans.
Everybody.
It was so good.
You took out everybody with that hornet.
It is, I gotta say, this was an unexpected surprise. And you remember what I told you at the start of this episode, that this top 10 was filled with contenders. This could have been up at the top on several of our months. It's a really good month.
This game we got in prototype form, so we're not showing it off till the new year because I think it's either scheduled to go to some sort of crowdfunding or it's coming out early in the next year. I'm gonna find out more about it before we stream it, but I had a great time with this.
This was not on my radar. I love superhero type games.
And most people know that I don't.
Oh, I think it's mine. I think that's mine.
Yeah, that's right. Most people know I'm not big on like player elimination or things like that.
Or battlers.
But this just it comes together so well.
It breaks that mold.
And you get so invested in even the other two people that are fighting. If you're still at the table, you're like, what's going to happen? And then like crazy things.
It is like gladiator combat.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought this was a great game.
Great implementation, fast setup, easy to learn, high marks for Final Titan. And this could go up even farther with just adding in more and more characters.
I mean, there's so many in there already.
There are.
And we only saw a fraction.
So,
but there could easily be more.
Again, this is prototype, but the back of this box says 42 champion cards.
It's a lot.
Could be more, could be less after all the balance is done, but that's a lot. Final Titan from Nerd Lab.
Yeah.
Be sure to check that out.
Yeah, it was really cool. My number 10 is Origin Story from Stonemaier.
Over here somewhere.
No.
Nope.
We already did a video.
Okay, I didn't know if we had taken it downstairs.
Yeah, we did. And this is a trick-taking game that's played over 5 rounds. And as you play through the rounds, you'll get stronger and stronger because it's the origin story of your superhero. And all the different...
See? Superheroes.
I know, you love the superheroes.
I love superheroes.
I know. So you can play with 2 people. You're going to use like a bot, if you will, that will be in control of some cards as well. But the game probably shines more with more people. We did play it with 4 people as well. Mm-hmm. And I thought it did work a little bit better for my style of gameplay. I like that more. And
the trick taking works a lot better with 3 and 4 players.
Yeah. So, I like that you progressively get better with the different cards that you upgrade your character with, and that, you know, I don't love trick-taking games where there's a lot of, like, breaking of the rules, but this one didn't really bother me that much, so It worked better for me than a lot of others have. So, yeah, I think that was pretty cool.
I agree.
I think
really
you liked it as well.
I did. This is one of those that barely missed the list because so full of contenders here.
Oh, I know. So I think this is definitely worth checking out. Stonemaier, they generally put out a good product. I mean, the quality and everything is there. The cool little like dual-sided dial worked really fun. Mm-hmm. So yeah. I was delighted to get the chance to check that out. That's
Origin Story, provided by Stonemaier Games. My number 9 is Kinfire Council by Incredible Dream. I don't have Kinfire Council. Oh, it's up. It's right here. And we have the Winds of Change right down below it. So, in Campfire Council, this gave me Lords of Waterdeep vibes, in that there are locations in this city, and you are trying, it's basically at its heart a worker placement game where you are going to a location, doing what the location says, maybe spending resources or getting some resources, and then able to do whatever that location allows you to do. You can also upgrade these locations, which will make you a patron of the location. And every time someone goes to visit that location, you are going to get some kind of benefit. But only one player can be placed at each of these locations. Well, there's also, each player has some sort of ability. But the farther up you go in the city, the more expensive it is, because they're not going to let any old rabble go to the really nice places in the city. You've got to spend coins, unless you're like me and you take from the coffers in order to you spend those coins in order to
so rude.
Go up to the higher levels of the city. But yeah, the reason it gave me Lords of Waterdeep vibes is because that is worker placement, that is resource allocation, but you're visiting buildings in a city, much like you do in Lords of Waterdeep, which I gotta mention is being re-released. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Nice.
But yeah, I love asymmetric abilities. I love worker placement and resource management. I love all those mechanisms, and because of that, Campfire Council works for me.
I love a lot of the Campfire games.
Oh yeah.
If you've played Campfire Delve and the Campfire Chronicles, which is really, really cool. So they're all completely different games, but they all have the same connecting universe. So
there's also Winds of Change, which will allow you to play cooperatively or solo, or will give you more things for competitive play. So
I think I'd probably like the co-op version best.
And because of all of that, I did give it a little bit of a boost based on what I expect it will be after playing this and the expansion. The game has really good bones. It's really solid mechanically. So I gave it high marks on potential on top of everything else. So
nice.
Definitely worth checking out. Campfire Council from Incredible Dream.
Yep. My number 9 was Nova Roma from 25th Century Games.
That's right.
We learned this at Tennessee Game Days. It is behind you, yep. And this is a really clever action selection game, worker placement style, but the strength of your worker depends on how many other pawns you have in the
it's like a 4x4 grid, yeah.
So it's interesting because you want to get the best positions to get the actions you want, but you also want to boost your strength by getting more of your pawns in a line or a row to help boost it. So you got to focus on certain aspects of the game, because there's like a lot of little different like sort of mini games, if you will, different things you could consider during each of your turns, and throughout the whole game you're going to want to focus on only a few of the several. So you don't want to be like a little bit everywhere, right, like a lot of your games. You want to try and focus. So this is that. I would say this is a medium weight Euro game. It was not hard to learn because the iconography is really good and everything made sense. So for any Euro gamer out there, I would say that you could easily figure this one out. This is right. Nothing was like, how does this go? Nothing was like totally didn't make sense or anything. So right. For me, I really enjoyed what I was doing, and I look forward to playing it more for sure.
So 4 of the actions are across the top and 4 are along the side. If I take this action up here, I'm going to do this action and this action at whatever strengths I have. And I think that is really interesting. Now, those are not printed on the board like that. They are going to change from game to game. So obviously, if you have two actions in columns and you like those actions, well, this game, they're not going to be available at the same time, but in future games, they might be one on the row and one on the column, and you can do both of those at the same time. Those mini games, there's like a one where you're sailing. There's one where you are exploring. There's one in which you are basically collecting and delivering resources. Every time you collect a certain resource, you're going to go up on that track. Yeah, this hits all of those really fun boxes. And so it works for me as well.
It's not a legacy game. It's not Hadrian's Wall. I actually think it's probably easier than Hadrian's Wall.
Hadrian's Wall is chonky. Yeah. Oh, Kime says, Final Titan already funded on GameFound. You can still do a late pledge. They have 2 other character packs you can add on.
Do it.
And Jelfia's rule applies. Don't wait, or it'll be too late. That's right.
Super fun. Definitely recommend.
So we are on my number 8 game. This was Eric Martin's game that he was bringing around at BGG-Con. Eric always has a game that he likes to show off at the con, and this is his game for this con, and it is called Badass Bunnies by 999 Games. Unfortunately, 999 Games are not readily available in the States.
No, sadly.
So I'm going to have a really hard time trying to find my own copy of Badass Bunnies because it must be in my collection. In Badass Bunnies, it is at its heart a push your luck deck builder. So in this game, you are trying to play cards one at a time until you draw a wolf. Now at this time, you have to make the choice. Do I continue on because I might draw the second wolf? And if you do, you've busted. You're not going to get anything this turn. Or you can stop and purchase cards in the market. Ultimately, you are trying to get 10 bunnies before drawing 2 wolves. And if you can do that, then you're going to play out the rest of the round to see if anyone else can get more than 10 bunnies. But if you get 10, you more than likely have won. Now, some of these bunnies have different abilities, like able to steal a card from another bunny, able to duplicate like bunnies do, or you can have a bunny that scouts for the wolf or can shoot the wolf. So lots of different, lots of cool abilities that are in there's no words on these cards. It's all iconography and numbers. Easy to learn, easy to play, super quick, and I have yet to win.
I like I like the push your luck aspect of the game, but 2, I like that when you steal cards from people, you can't look at your deck to know what they've taken.
Yeah, that's super cool. Because
you're like, well, what did they get?
If she steals a card, she could steal my mating bunnies.
It's random, so
or she
I get to look at what I take from him, but
she could steal one of my wolves, and I won't know. I'm just going to go through my deck and, oh, there's my first wolf. I might need to stop. Unless I go all the way through my deck and then I'm like, did she steal a wolf? And I think that's what makes this game work so well. This game is, I'm shocked that it is as fun as it is. It's like, why has no one come up with this before?
Exactly.
So yeah.
It was really good.
Yes. Badass Bunnies from 999 Games. Hope I can get a copy of that.
Yeah. The last day of BGG Con, I brought down a game for Quentin and I to play. So we played 7 Prophecies.
Me and Quentin.
Yeah, and Wesley.
But not me, because I was not playing it.
Me. I said me. Quentin
You said I. You didn't bring down a game for I to play.
No,
Me to play.
Me to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a trick-taking game where you need to predict all of your... So there's going to be at most 10 tricks taken. But the game could end after 7 tricks if you correctly predict where you fall each trick. So like if you know you're going to take a trick, you put it on the 1 position. If you know you're going to be second place in a trick, you put it on the 2 line. If you're going to be third, if you're going to be last, you put it on the 3rd line. Or if you're playing 4 people, if you're going to be the 4th position.
That's why it's 7 prophecies?
Yeah, so if you could predict first all of your stuff, you'll get points. And if it goes on to 8th trick or 9th trick, you'll get fewer points. It just depends on when you can get rid of those cubes. And so you're trying, but it's not only like, oh, I have winning hands, okay, so I can win this one and then lead this one. No, it's not like that, because all of the colored tricks are laid out in front of you. So you see the lineup of gray, yellow, green, yellow, red, and all my high cards are red, and they're not coming out till later. Well, where do I fall?
Probably not going to get those.
Right, so where do I fall in the first 7? Like, where do I think I'm going to fall? And it's really an interesting way of thinking about things for me. I thought it was really cool. So for me, this game was definitely an interesting trick taker. And I know Michael's always like, Japanese games. But I do think this was one of the better ones, and I think you will enjoy it.
I hope so. We still have it.
Yep, I kept it. This was on the keep pile for now until we play it and see how you like it. And Quentin and Wesley loved it.
So there is the copy that you have over here.
This is the 2nd edition.
And then there's also an earlier edition that is in like a plain green box.
Yeah, that was like the 1st edition, which I don't actually know the differences, but I think there were slight rules changes from...
And somehow you had both copies.
I picked up both copies in the VFM at BGG, but then I got this one, so I'm like, I'm gonna get rid of the green one because I like pretty colors.
Have you sold the green one?
Yep, that was gone. I sold it.
All gone.
All gone, but I thought it was really good, and I think you'll like it.
And this is 7 prophecies from Sunnybird.
Yeah.
My number 7 game is from Arclight Games, and also it says this from BGG says this from Cranio Creations. I hope so, because we have a good relationship with Cranio, and maybe they will provide it to us. It is Railway Boom. So we were playing a game of Lightning Train, and Quentin had a notification set up that whenever this hit the BGG library, that it would notify him. And he said, in the middle of his turn, he's like, wait, I'll be right back. He got up so quickly.
I've never seen someone move so fast. The chair fell, like everything was like, wah!
Yeah. And then after he picked it up, we were going to play it right after Lightning Train. Someone came around and said, you going to play that? Are you,
yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
It was definitely a hot game of BGG in that it was constantly being checked out.
And I can see why, because this game is stitched together so well. Now, with a name like Railway Boom, you might be saying, well, it's just a train game. It's not necessarily a train game. I think that the train game is just a theme for these mechanics to ride on. So, at its heart, this is an auction game where you are not auctioning the things that are being done. You are auctioning the draft order for each of these phases. For example, the first phase is going to be an auction for locomotives and carriages, railway cars. And if you are first, then you will get your first pick of a locomotive and up to 2 railway cars. And you are going to pay for these, I believe, with wood, not just for the railway cars, but for the auction itself. So, this auction's a little bit different than most auction games in that you don't have to be more than the person in front. You can leapfrog the person in back, so you've gone a little ways, but not all the way in front, because whoever, at least for a 3-player game, which is what we played, first place pays full price. Second place pays half of where they are. And third place, doesn't matter where they are, they pay nothing.
Well, in the 3-player game, we played.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Yeah.
That's why I specifically said 3-player.
Yeah.
Because that's all I know.
That's all I know.
Because that's how we played. After that, now you've got those. Then you're going to do stations. We're going to draw 3 stations from the top of the deck. There are certain routes that need to be done for bonus points, but these could be whatever on a network hex board, right? So you put these big chunky cylinders out for these stations, and then you're going to do the same thing, but auctioning turn position for drafting these stations. And also each of these stations is going to give you power, which will let you place your train cars on the map, which are basically just your rail lines. Again, you're not delivering anything from point A to point B. These will also give you access to resources and to income. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to do the same thing with technologies, using a resource called technology. And you are trying to get upgrades for your, maybe your income or your trains or your stations. And then you're going to get income. Then you're going to run your trains, and then you are going to again auction for turn position so that you can claim best spot on end game scoring goals. So 4 different auctions, and you're going to do that over 4 different rounds. So it's basically a 16 auction game.
Resource management.
I like how that's stitched together, because it's never I don't think it's ever the same resource. There's like wood and technology.
Well, it depends on the final scoring card.
Oh, yeah. The final scoring card is one of those, but we're not sure which.
Yeah.
Hey, you're short of a resource, you can always change in 2 for 1.
It's a bad deal, but
it's a bad deal, but you have to do it. Now, my only complaint with this game is that if you're trying to stitch these rails together to connect point A to point B to be first, I had one little segment missing, because you only have so many resources to make your lines. I had one little segment. It was up in the north of Japan. All 3 stations that they created were all on the south of Japan. So it's a little bit of a random crapshoot at the end of the game at where you are going to be able to place your final lines. However, I really enjoyed this game.
And I think maybe a way around it is each round you put out 1 more than the number of players. So that,
maybe so.
So that at least the last player will have a choice of 2 spots.
Right.
So yeah,
easy to fix.
I understand that that's an issue for you. It would probably be an issue for me. Obviously, it didn't happen to me, but there's also those technology cards that help you like place extra track. So like
would not have gone from south to north, but yes, I get what you're saying.
Adjacent to other
yes
tracks that you had. So definitely you want to try and connect your network together, because there's a big scoring at the end of the game for the network you've created. So I had a huge network because I was able to connect it. So I had a big end of game boost where you guys didn't have it as much.
Your missing hole got filled because you were in the south and I was in the north. And I avoided the south because you were in the south.
That's fair. I was going for the 2 southern goal network cards. So, yeah.
Right. So yeah, I did have a lot of fun with it. The mechanics and how they are sewn together it's unique. It is heavily an economic game without getting into stock, and it is
that's my favorite.
It is a rail creation game without getting into actual locomotive pickup and delivery type stuff.
Really like
So
that.
I think it takes the best things of what I like and puts it together in Railway Boom. Yeah.
Yeah, the more we talk about it, the more I like it.
Yeah.
I really love it.
Railway Boom from ArcLight Games. You might hear about it again in a minute.
Probably. My number...
Because you did say you really love it.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
My number 7, hey, was your number 8.
Yeah, because it's badass.
Badass bunnies.
That's right.
I mean, this game is just silly fun. Some games you just have to enjoy for the joy of just throwing cards around and pushing your luck. You know, that's why...
You love push your luck.
That's
so do
why
I.
Flip 7 does so well, because the game is so easy and you can just be like, hit me. And so you get the same kind of satisfaction with this if you roll over a whole bunch of bunnies.
To me, this is better than Flip 7, but that's me.
I get that.
I know a lot of people love Flip 7 more.
I would say if people are playing
If people
this,
like Flip 7, they'll like this.
now they're not the same game at all.
They're
but
not the same.
It's the fun of just like pushing your luck, flipping cards, building a little deck of cards, stealing from other players. Now in this case, I generally don't like stealing, but in this case, it's like it's a harmless kind of steal.
Yes,
because they don't know what you're stealing,
and you don't know what you're stealing.
No, you can look at it.
Oh yeah, that's
you
right.
You can look at it, but you don't know what people steal from you.
Right.
And so the game is just so fast moving that it doesn't bother me.
There's so much of a risk of stealing a wolf.
There is, and I took one, and I'm like, oh, that was the worst. Yeah, because it could be not beneficial to you at all.
Exactly.
So there's definitely a risk there. But the game is just so fun. It's
so fun.
I hate to describe a game like that, but you really are just enjoying your time with this one.
Yes.
I mean, it's so...
I mean, it rated your number 7 in a tight month.
Out of 70, yeah.
Out of 70.
We're talking good here.
Yeah.
So it definitely is. I'm on the lookout for my own copy for sure, like you say.
Yeah.
It was fun.
So, my number 6 game is a game that was not on my radar at all.
No, I know.
And all of a sudden, you show up with it at BGG Con, and I'm like...
I bought it in the VFM because I saw it there, and I normally I don't just buy games. Okay, I do.
So...
I normally do just buy games, but not at like...
We don't buy games because...
We end up reviewing a ton of
games, right?
So we take a priority in what we're reviewing and try and play those games first. And
so rarely do we dump money on a game. But hey, it's Vladimir Sushi.
He's one of my favorite designers.
Yeah.
I know you don't really judge a game by a designer, but I tend to.
That's fair.
I tend to. So I was like, I want to know about I want to get this game because, one, it has a mechanic that I actually really love.
Well, bad designers have good games, and good designers have bad games.
For sure. So. And Vladimir Suchi's designs are literally all over the place.
All over the place.
He has a wide range of mechanics and themes, and so you don't really know what you're going to get.
You never know.
But I do like to see, because I like designers that are willing to take a risk.
Yes.
So... for me, I love the I split you choose mechanics. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm just gonna probably overspend and buy a game. But I'm glad we did.
Because
it made your list.
Because it made my list at number 6. It is Epona from Delicious Games.
Yeah.
So in Epona, you are trying to. It is essentially a tableau building game where you are placing cards into these stables, and based on their position, they're going to score you tons of points, hopefully. Like maybe I want certain types of horses surrounding this card, or maybe I want certain workers, like I don't know what is a first aid worker, whatever. It's the one with the little cross on him. In this column, and everyone's going to score me some points. Maybe I want to breed some horses. But ultimately, at its heart, this is... All right, there's 2 ways to play. There is a... How does Vladimir put it? It is a non-interactive way or in an interactive way.
Yeah.
In a non-interactive way, you're going to draw cards from the deck and you're going to just discard some.
Right.
If you play the interactive way, then it is essentially an I split, you choose mechanism. Now, the person who does the splitting and the choosing is going to change based on where you are in the round structure. I might be splitting and letting James choose, or James might be splitting and letting Steph choose, while I'm doing the same with Susan, for example. Two-player game is super elegant, in which we are both splitting 4 cards and both choosing what our opponent has given to us. Now, with all of these different methods of I split, you choose, I suspect, but do not know for sure, that Vladimir Suchy saw all of these I split, you choose games and said, hey, I want one of these sort of games myself. But then he wasn't entirely satisfied with what all happened. And then he made the interactive versus non-interactive. But ultimately, I'm left scratching my head a little bit is, why isn't this just a drafting game? Because it would have been a just fine drafting game where I take a card, I pass the rest on.
I think it has to do with mating the stallion and mares.
Yes, but as you had seen in your playthrough, it's a little bit clunky. Here it is in a nutshell. You've got, if I have a female horse that I want to breed, I can get a foal on that horse, but I'm going to need a stallion to mate with the mare. It could be one of my own stallions, and if they are the same type of horse, I'm going to get a 2-point mare. And 2-point foal, sorry. However, my stallion, who is breeding with my mare, does not get what is it called? A stud point? I believe it's what it's called, because you're using your stallion as a stud for this horse.
Right.
If Steph has a horse that can breed with my mare, and I did the I split you choose with her, now is my chance to breed her stallion with my mare. I get my 1 or 2-point foal, 2 points if it matches, 1 point if it doesn't. And Steph gets a point because she is the one who bred my horse. In a 4-player game, I can see where that works. Obviously, it doesn't work in a 2-player game, so I was not going to breed with her horses at all. I know, it's a pouty face. But anyway, I do love I Split You Choose, and that's why Epona is so high on my list. Not only do I love the I Split You Choose, I also love the tableau building. I love the different ways of connecting all of these together. Ultimately, it does end up working for me. Despite those slight concerns, I just had a lot of fun with this.
There you go, the beat.
So,
yeah, this game is great. I do, playing with 2 players, we did play the variant, which, there's already 2 ways to play the game.
2 ways to play, plus a 3rd way to play if you're 2 players.
Yeah. I do think the variant is probably the best way to play it.
It's the best way.
Especially
I almost think that if you are playing with 4 players, then you make it the same way as we did the 2 players.
Yeah.
It works so well.
Yeah, you could easily do that. Or even just with 3 players, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to think on that one.
And if you're, the weird thing is, if you're playing 3 players, then we are doing I Split You Choose, and the 3rd player is doing the non-interactive method of playing, which I don't know. It almost seems clunky with certain player counts, but I love the game. I'm a little bit torn.
I get it. but it's still on both of our top 10s because we both really enjoyed the gameplay and like the actual placing of the cards and finding bonuses and completing objectives and doing all the things. It's a fun tableau builder.
Yes.
So, it's great for that.
Yeah. But yeah.
Mine's coming up later.
Yeah.
My number 6 is actually your number 5.
So yeah, you don't even have to. Oh, you are going to put the picture on there. Oh, look, you're super quick with that.
Yeah.
So it is from Lucky Duck Games, Children of Morta, the board game. This is a cooperative game. To me, it seems a lot like a bag building dungeon crawl game, where we are all drawing from a cooperative built bag of tokens
that are colored.
And those tokens will, depending on the color, you're going to use them for your character's player abilities. Like if I am a ranged fighter, I'm going to want those blue ranged tokens. But hey, maybe I didn't draw them. Well, then that might also hurt you, who is a melee fighter, who wants those red tokens perhaps. And yeah, we've just got to work these out to the best of our abilities to defeat the monsters that are in front of us and in front of the other people.
Yeah, because you can help some of the players' abilities can help other characters. And then the problem is like, oh, we're going to just immediately move and find more monsters. So if you don't take care of your monsters, they're going to just pile up on you. So hopefully you draw the tokens you need to help at least keep them at bay. Right,
because if you get defeated, if even one of you gets defeated, that's instant loss for the entire team.
Yeah, we only played the intro game or the first chapter, and I think there are 7 chapters, so there's a lot more to explore here. I know monsters get more difficult, but you also get to level up your characters and your bag building abilities. So there's definitely choices to be made.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the game where you can play it as sort of like a roguelike, where you can play this in family mode where you're trying to get certain adventures done a certain way. And if you can, then you get a permanent upgrade the next time you play and then all future times that you play. So you're basically leveling up your game. Yeah. If that's what I'm remembering correctly. I think I am.
Yeah, I forget what it said,
but yeah, there are a couple of ways to play where you're playing through the entire scenario of 7 chapters, or you play just one particular adventure.
Yeah.
So
Legend says, I need this game.
Rollo says, I love the computer game too. I've not played the computer game, so I don't have that tie to it.
Right.
But
it is based off of the PC game, yeah.
What makes Steph the saddest is that she could not play the red character. She had to take the orange kid. And she's like, I don't want it.
Not what I want.
I want the red one.
Ugh, it hurt.
He's a fighter.
Yeah, my character is lame. I need her to level up quick. But I would still continue that and play through.
Yep. So another one for our campaign shelf.
That is very large shelf.
Children of Morta, the board game from Lucky Duck Games. Which I got to say, during BGGCon, we had a great time with Scott Morris of Lucky Duck Games. Yeah. We played an entirely different game than one of his, but we had a great time just sitting and talking. Yeah. Love that dude.
Yeah. Okay, so then moving on to my number 5, because that was your number 5 and my number 6, the Children of Morta. But my number 5 is Railway Boom from ArcLight Games.
I knew we'd see this again.
Yeah, I really like this. I want 4 different auctions in all my games. Like I think it's really interesting resource management game because, you know, you're saving your resources. Well, I don't really care about this thing right now, but so I'm going to spend less or lose or whatever so I can have these extra resources so I can spend extra in another one if I need to, spending 2 for 1, just to make sure I get what I need in the later auctions.
And sometimes you're thinking, I really want to be first on this, but if I do, I'm not going to have any of those resources to buy what I need to buy. it's a real razor's edge
It-
decision that you
it
have to make
is.
at times.
And so if you overpay even once, which I did, it will hurt you. I was feeling it for the rest of the game by overspending on one thing. So it's like, oh, why did I do that? But it's a really interesting use of resource management and auctions and productions, and I love everything this game really is. I know that the bad luck of the flop, but I do think it could be fixed by just adding an extra card.
I agree.
And
well, that's why I kept the rating so high.
Yeah, so there might be a couple flaws with the game, but overall it's really exciting.
So just to clarify, my favorite game, actually I have two favorite games, but everyone here knows one of my favorite games is Battlestar Galactica. My favorite game itself has flaws that I worked through and have found workarounds for, and there are expansions that fix. Flawed games are not broken games. You can have fun with flawed games. And so there are ways to deal with games with flaws. Insider hint, most games have flaws. Some of them are just bigger than others. There are very, very few perfect games. And even then, even if they're perfect, some of them just aren't fun. So, there is that. Anyway, my number 4 game, we've already talked about. It is Nova Roma from 25th Century Games. Yeah, had a great time with this. I love the action selection. I love the mini games. Lots of things to do. Love it. Good job, 25th Century.
Yeah, they picked it up. They licensed it from...
that was a good pickup.
Yeah, that was good. I liked it too.
Yep.
My number 4...
We're moving right along.
I know. I got
because...
tickling my throat. Was Epona. Because...
Epona.
So good. Has a lot of things I really like. Yes, there are flaws with it.
I'm glad that you know how to say it, I gotta say.
Trying really hard. I'm trying really hard.
Someone asked Steph, what game is that? She said, Eponia. And I said,
Epona.
I said, no, Epona. She says, that's what I said.
Epona.
It's cute.
So I don't really care about the theme as much, but I do enjoy the tableau building aspect of it, like I just said. And the I Split You Choose, it can be modified a number of ways. You could even do it as a drafting game if you really wanted to.
If you really wanted to.
It would be really easy to. And just mate with any horse at the table. I don't know. You could figure it out.
A lot of mating going on here.
They're like bunnies, but horses.
Like bunnies. Like the badass bunnies, except it's Epona.
So for me, this was the definite winner. I want to play it with more people just to see how it goes. But I really enjoyed it as a 2-player game. I feel like there might not be enough cards. I think it plays up to 5 or 6 players. I'm like, how is there enough cards for all of this? But they make it work, I guess. And I'm curious to see it work. So I'm going to definitely be bringing that to my Tuesday group because they'll want to play it for sure. And have a good time with that.
Yep.
So
It's definitely a keeper.
very enjoyable.
Yeah, I think all of these games that we've talked about, I think keepers for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And not all of them are. So, my number 3 game is the controversial one for Steph.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we have two different opinions about this game.
Yeah, for sure.
We picked this up going into the BGG Bazaar. Saw somebody carrying this in. We were like, hey, how much is that? And we bought it off of them and played it is it that day or the next day? The next day. And I loved it. And
I thought it was fine.
Steph thought it was fine. Did not make her top 10 on a crowded month. This is Lightning Train from Dire Wolf. In Lightning Train, I'm sensing a little bit of a trend here. A bag builder. Lots of bag builders this month.
Well, I knew you would like it, which is one reason why I bought it, but I also wanted to see about it, so
yeah,
it's fine.
In Lightning Train, you are pulling chips out of a bag in order to give yourself extra money to buy more chips, or lightning trains to put out on the board. And basically, that's how you build your line. Your lightning train is basically just a carriage car that you are putting onto the map. When we played this, we played with one rule incorrectly until about 2/3 of the way in the game. We're like, oh, we get a free train carriage whenever we build from one of our stations, which is another thing you can do with your things that you draw. You can also draw contracts. Contracts let you either build rail in an area or build stations in an area. But yeah, the rules were fairly easy to read, which is always a plus. Steph feels that this is a race game because the end of the game is triggered when the transcontinental rail gets built, and you have connections to Houston, Seattle, or both, or neither if you're playing few enough players. But that will trigger the end of the game for people. And although she thinks it's a race game, my defense is you don't have to have contributed at all to the Intercontinental Railroad.
I get that.
Because the points... Now, here's the thing with this game. Points are small, and you're going to get a lot of little bite-sized points. No big, huge, chunky points, in my opinion. Like, if I generate 7 or 8 resources, I'm going to get a couple of lightning trains and 1 bonus point. When I draw a 1 chip, a 1-point token, I don't have anything for this token except the 1 point, which these little 1 points here and 1 points there, that's going to end up winning you the game at some point.
Yeah, so, but I guess another problem like my group had that when we played it was when you get an action card, it might give you points, but it might not. So if you can get a few that give you points and then I can't get any, that also gives you like a little bit more leg up.
Pro tip. Get points from your action cards.
Well, I just feel like it should all be points on the red cards and no points on the green cards. Just keep it separate. They could have done that.
I don't know. I didn't get any points on my green cards.
I know.
So I did not encounter that.
Right.
Anyway, I really enjoyed the game. You don't have to keep all your rails in one place. There is a little bit of delivering goods from one place to another, but you don't need your rails for that. It's sort of a Nucleum feel with that, using other people's rails as you would in Nucleum a little bit, which I could never get my head around because I kept trying to build rails and that may not necessarily be the thing I need to do. So anyway.
Possibly not.
Yeah.
You just need to light your buildings.
So Legends has been deciding if he needs Lightning Train. Well, we're split on that. I
thought the game was good.
I think you should probably play somebody's copy. Because for Steph, it's not a keeper. For me, it is a keeper. So there's the split right there.
It's nothing like Switch and Signal.
It's nothing like Ticket to Ride Europe.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's like trains.
No, I think Railway Boom's more like trains because Quentin kept comparing the two games to trains and Railway Boom. But I don't remember trains that well as a deck builder. That's all I remember.
But yeah, and your bag is continually changing because when you pull out one of your lightning trains from the bag, if it goes out on the board to buy something, you're not putting it back in your bag again, which your other stuff's coming out of the bag more. Anyway, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it has some good mechanics for sure.
Yeah. Now, a lot of Rollo said Colt Express. I don't even consider that a train game. It has a train in it, but not a train game.
I agree. That's like not even a train game. It's like Mamma Mia.
So that is my number 3, Lightning Train from Direwolf. Your number 3
was your number 10.
Yeah.
Called Final Titan.
Wow.
I like this more than you, I think.
No, I don't. I'm not sure.
I thought this was like so fun.
It was a blast, unexpected blast.
I wasn't expecting a whole lot from it.
I'm telling you, this is a really good month. Let me put it in perspective a little bit. You don't think this was your best month. I think this is my best month in a long time.
No.
So you say that you don't think I like it as much. I might, but I might like all those other games better than you too. Is the big catch.
Well, I was surprised it didn't make it a little bit higher in your list. That's all.
It was a packed month.
I know. This one for me was, I don't know, it had no right being as much fun as it did. Look,
just backed it.
Just backed it. Perfect. You're gonna like it.
Nerd Lab. That's why you give us the games, because people back it.
Well, we haven't even showed it on.
And we haven't even showed it. So, it's so good.
Yeah, it's just. I guess I kind of compare it to like King of Tokyo in a way.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
This is like 100 times better.
Like King of Tokyo, you don't have all these cool powers, and when you roll dice, they're not really customized for you. In this, the dice are customized for you.
You have your own, like, they're all broken powers. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna lose with the Ent. He was so good. No, the little hornet, like, destroyed me. I was so mad.
And that made you love it even more.
Well, yeah, because you have all these cool characters you're playing. We just did random characters. Like, you could do a whole draft with characters, and once you start knowing them. But I'm like, just give me 3 random, and we'll see what happens, kind of thing. And so it's just you're managing your hand of cards, and then you go fight, and you roll a dice, and hopefully it rolls in your favor, and cool things happen. And we were just all getting really into it.
I was into it for sure.
I was into it too.
Yeah.
So I just highly recommend this one. It was so much fun. And I could see, kiddos really enjoying this too. And just the theme is fun. You recognize characters and stuff, even though it's probably not supposed to be like that. But you recognize people like the Ents and stuff. But yeah, I had so much fun with this.
Yep, for sure.
Definitely recommended.
That is Final Titan from Nerd Lab Games. Now, on to our top 2. Neither of which, for either of us, were provided by the publishers.
No.
But one of them likely will.
I thought your number 2 was going to be the top of the month.
Well,
it was a good top, that's for sure.
It is a good top. It was these top 2. I've said this before. 1A and 1B, right?
Yeah, they could switch at any moment.
I have long since wanted this number 2 game, and we still do not have it.
Not yet.
We have asked for review copies, and we're still
gonna ask,
and we're still going to ask, and we have been told, yeah, let me get back to you years ago by this point, and then we never hear back. We must get this game.
One way or another.
Steph was like, there's no way I'm going to like this game. Matter of fact, if I like this game, I'm not going to like this game. On principle.
No, it's fine.
No, it's more than fine because you like this game.
Yeah.
This game is an unexpected like for you, and I knew I would like this game. I did not know I would like it this much. It is Return to Dark Tower from Restoration Games. I thought, oh, this is going to be nice nostalgia from my 80s youth. It's going to be just light fun like it was back in the day. And it is so much more than that. It is so good. It is so good. then I must have the miniatures with it. I have to have the expansions. I need it all. I need every bit of this game. This game is so good. It not only has a way to play it as you used to back in the day, but it is that and so much more now with the app-driven, event-driven storyline of beating whatever big bad it is. It's so good. It almost made my number one of this month.
I thought it might.
Now, you know this number one game is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And the only reason it's not your number one is because you've already played it, and I had not until this month. I played this on my birthday. It was one of the best birthday presents I had.
Not this one.
This one. I played this on my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
This
you
one.
You played both of your number one and your number two on your birthday.
Did I play that on my birthday? It was a good birthday. Let me tell you. It was a good birthday. You know what would make it an even better birthday? Restoration Games. We need this.
Okay.
Happy birthday to me. Return to Dark Tower from Restoration Games.
That's right.
That's all needs to be said.
Yeah.
So good.
He loved it.
It's so good.
It's punishing.
I don't care. It needs to be punishing. It needs to be punishing for it to be so good when you win. We lost so bad.
It wasn't my fault.
No, it wasn't. Even if you did Leroy Jenkins it, you were told to do it.
It might have been my fault, but I didn't know.
Rollo's Game of the Month, Unmatched Adventures, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Nice. Unmatched is really good, too. Well, good job.
Your number two game I have not played yet.
No, I got to play this at BGG in the Hot Games Room called Recall. This
very
is
much like.
It's not very much like Revive, but it's from
it looks
the same
so
guys.
similar.
This is from Allion Games, and it's very similar looking, sure. But what you're doing in the game, you are exploring the map and doing things like you might in Revive,
right?
But you don't have your tracks, your personal tracks. You don't have a hand management.
No cards on the tuck spots.
You get 13 actions in the game, so you better make it count. It's very little actions. So,
is it forgiving if you mess up one of those 13 actions? Doesn't sound like.
I don't really think you can mess up one of the actions. I do think you want to try and get as most from your actions as you can, obviously. And you only have 2 of these keys that will activate your action slots. So once you use 2, and if you don't have any others, there's ways to get more, but if you don't have any others, you're going to have to use your whole turn to recall as one of your 13 actions, one of your 13 turns in the game. And recalling will bring back your keys and give you a whole bunch of income, if you will, a bonus of what you've unlocked. But you're going to want to try and get more keys so you can prolong doing the recall action as long as possible. And go out there and explore the board and manage resources, go up different tracks, because you got to have tracks in a good Euro, right? But ultimately, I think this was really fun. People are like, well, how do you compare it to Revive? I love Revive, and I love this. So I think if you do like Revive, you'll probably like this. But I do
because
think
it's not like Revive, but it is like Revive.
Yeah, but it's doing different things. So don't expect Revive because it is doing different things. It's not
Revive Part 2.
No. I would say no, but...
Right. So that maybe they're making the R games... like Board and Dice has made the T games. Speaking of which, we have a new T game. A new T game.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna play that soon. December for sure. So I'm very much looking forward to this. Now, it wasn't provided by the publisher yet, but I expect it will because I have a good relationship with them, and once it comes over to the US, we'll be sure to show it off because the game is super cool.
Well, we're getting a good relationship with Restoration.
Michael's on it.
I'm on it. I'm going to bat for this if we have to have it.
This is a lie, not Restoration.
No, I'm still talking.
I know.
I'm still basking in the flames of the Dark Tower.
I see it. But for me, Recall really stood out at BGG Con, and I knew I wanted to play it. So that was like the one game I'm like, I really want to play. Besides Epona, I really wanted to play.
Was it a Total Recall?
It was Total Recall. So good. Highly recommend.
So, my number one game.
Beat out Dark Tower.
Was your number one game a few months ago.
This will be a contender for Game of the Year.
Yes, it will. As will the other game.
So good.
If I can get it and get it played, it could leapfrog. We don't know.
Who knows?
So, I have played this game twice now.
I know. Did it help playing a second time?
It did.
To put it at the first position.
It did, and which is why Dark Tower could end up going past this if I play it more. But that's entirely up to whether we can get a copy on this table. It's not DC United. It is Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship. I've played twice. I've won twice. I hear that's rare.
It is, but I do think
I do play with good groups.
The Eagles are a little OP.
It doesn't matter because you have to get the Eagles.
I know. You have to get the Eagle.
And I'm not sure we needed it the second time. Anyway, in Fate of the Fellowship, this is a pandemic system game, but there is nothing, in my opinion, related to pandemic except the putting in of the Shadows cards, which is like the epidemic cards. Okay, fine. There's a little bit of troop movement thing that happens in like Star Wars, The Clone Wars, and Pandemic Fall of Rome that gets incorporated into this. But if you're talking about pandemic system separated from Fate of the Fellowship, they're not at all similar, I don't think. Because you can't go heal the area of orcs by going and healing. You have to actually fight. Right? It's not just pandemic curing the virus. And there is no curing the orcs. So
there's a lot of mechanics in this game that really do it right.
Yes.
And so for instance, the one thing I particularly really love is the event deck.
Yes.
How that all works.
So the infection deck, which is not the infection deck, it is the new, you are going to reveal a number like you would with the infection deck, but there are two halves to the card. There's a red half, which is going to move the troops, and a black half, which is going to add troops and do some other thing bad, like the Nazgul moving towards Frodo. So that is what sets this apart from the other pandemic infection deck mechanisms, in that there's not two halves to a card in that. It's really difficult to keep track of, we have both of these halves to the card and keep track of both halves. Usually you're not going to do that. Usually you're just getting a general feel. We have a lot of troops coming north. We have a lot of troops coming around. And you get that general feel, but you aren't sure that's what's going to happen. Because you could have the red half or the black half. You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Two people in the chat say it's a pandemic game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I agree it's a pandemic system game, but it doesn't give me the same feeling pandemic gives me.
It's not at all the same feeling. Now, don't get me wrong. I love pandemic. But this is better.
Yeah, this is way better.
And I don't think of it as pandemic because you're not curing anything. You're not ridding an area of a virus. You are completing objectives. So to me, completely different.
Yeah, and yeah, it's not. I feel like Pandemic's very samey after
yes.
Like this is always going to be different. The characters that are in play, the objective. There's so many objectives, so you're not going to see all the same objectives. I think we did see one that was the same.
Pandemic, even though it's on a map, it is cubes on a map, so it's very abstracted. So this is an orc moving through Mirkwood towards.
I'm just saying,
Your haven.
if you try and sell it, it's a pandemic game. A lot of people are turned off by pandemic games, will not even try it.
Right.
Now, for me, I feel like it's kind of different than that. Like, if you find someone who doesn't like pandemic, don't sell it to them like that. Be like, let's play this cooperative game.
That's what I'm getting at.
Let's play
exactly what you're saying.
Thematic game.
For sure.
And that they won't even realize.
They won't even know, because if they're not setting up the shadows in the player deck, they're not going to know this is like pandemic.
Yeah, I think people will really enjoy this even if they don't like pandemic.
In pandemic, you have one character that takes 4 actions. In this game, you have 2 characters that one gets 4 and the other gets 1, not like pandemic. In pandemic, you have to collect cards to get rid of to cure the virus. In this, there is no such thing. You are collecting cards to use those cards for cloaks or hearts to recruit, or rings for rerolls.
Havens.
Or swords for defeating critters and getting havens. You're not collecting 4 to eliminate something. So, not at all the same.
Yeah. I think it's a worthy contender for
Game of the Year.
Yeah. It's been, since we're getting to the end of the year, it's been over and over in my mind what could make the top of the year. And it's basically several same games coming to mind.
I've got 2 of my top 10 almost assuredly in this list.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they didn't make your top 10.
And several of these will likely make my top 25. Which is what we do. At the start of January 2026, we're going to bring you our best 25 of 2025. Yeah, Bond says, I've never played Pandemic, don't have an interest, but played a round of this at max player count and enjoyed it. So, you don't need to have loved Pandemic, as you see, for sure.
Sweetlands was last year.
Sweetlands was last year. And was not super high on my list like it was on your number 2 game of last year.
Could have been number 1, but
nope. Bombbusters is better.
Killer.
The final results do not hinge on me getting... Actually, it might hinge. So I don't want to say... That sounds like a bribe. The final results hinge on me getting a copy of Dark Tower. I'm just saying that further plays may solidify that love.
I mean, to be fair...
Hey, Aldi. Thanks for the subscription.
To be fair, we didn't get a review copy of Fate of Fellowship either.
Right. We've not gotten...
But we did play it again.
But we did play it again. So it's possible.
So, yeah. But Fate of Fellowship is so good. I've played it now 10 times this year. And I've loved every play.
Love every play.
I first played it with Aldi on BGA when we're like trying to figure it out. How do we do this?
Aldi, you came just in time to hear a recap of our top 10 games of November 2025. Some of which you've played with us.
I still get to do my number 1 because we didn't.
Oh, yeah. You're number 1.
Because you haven't let me do my number 1.
I did not know. Whoa! Dr. Sign throwing out the gift subs.
Thank you, Dr. Sign. Thank you. That was amazing.
Woo.
Oh, nice.
You're number 1. I'm going to jump into the
Dr. Sign's our hero. That was like, what, 5 gift subs?
It was, but I'm going to jump on that hype train for sure.
Whoa, thank you. We started a hype train with that just to get to my number 1. Amazing.
And Aldi.
You don't even know what my number 1 is.
Aldi with the gift subs.
Not Michael's number 1 was Fate of Fellowship.
Fate of the Fellowship.
Well deserved number 1. We learned it on his birthday. Amazing. Thank you. I know what number 1 is. You do?
You do? No, you don't.
I'd be surprised.
What do you think the number 1 is? Out of curiosity.
Oh.
No, that was several months ago.
I learned take time in August. I learned that a long time ago. And yes, it was my number one.
It was your number one.
It was my number one when I did learn.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, we're only on November right now.
Yeah.
We still have a whole month.
We got a whole month for our top of the year.
So the best, I learned 70 games in November, and this is my number one that I learned.
And she fought it. She fought it so hard.
We learned knitting circle
last year. And she can't fight it any longer.
Last year was knitting circle. Return to the Dark Tower.
She hates to love it. Because she's like, there's no way I'm going to love this. There's no way that I'm going to love this horrible 80s game. I don't think we need to buy it. I don't think we need to back it. I don't think we need this game. I'm going to hate it. That's what she said.
But it was really cool.
That's what I said.
Maybe because Rick had the whole shenanigans. He had this huge iPad with the sound effects and the tower glowing.
It makes me so happy.
The tower is really cool.
It's so good.
The tower is really cool. I hate that it was so cool.
You hate that it was so cool.
I loved being my
massive, imposing. It's so good.
I loved playing my warmongering hero guy.
Yes, you did.
I loved beating up the guys.
Yes, you did.
There was a lot of cool things in our scenario.
It makes me so happy.
We got ruined because I had one corruption, and then suddenly I had two, and then a third before it was even my next turn to do anything about it. So
I love that you love this game.
Yeah, I did. It was really good.
I did not know it would come so high on your list.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy.
He's gonna cry.
It makes me so happy.
That was amazing.
So yes.
It was a good month.
It was a great month. You know, it would be even better.
That's why I was surprised it wasn't your number one, but you did learn Fate of Fellowship the same day.
I did. My birthday was a great birthday.
I know.
Because I got my number one and number two games.
I forced him to play Fate of Fellowship, and he curmudgeonly did.
I did, and
he doesn't like to learn from other people.
I don't like to learn rules from other people.
He let me try to teach him.
Yes. And I'm like, Chris, I don't understand. Can you help me with this? So,
oh my goodness.
Rundown of our top 10 games while we are finishing up our hype train. You got another minute in our hype train. My number 10, Final Titan from Nerd Lab Games. Number 9, Kinfire Council from Incredible Dream. Number 8, Badass Bunnies from 999 Games, Eric Martin's Game of the Con.
Oh, yeah.
Number 7, Railway Boom from Arclight Games. Number 6, Epona from Delicious Games. Number 5, Children of Morta from Lucky Duck Games. Number 4, Nova Roma from 25th Century Games. Number 3, Lightning Train from Dire Wolf. Number 2, or 1A, Return to Dark Tower from Restoration Games, and my number 1 game of November, Fate of the Fellowship from Z-Man Games.
My number 10 was Origin Story from Stonemaier Games. Number 9 was Nova Roma from 25th Century Games. Number 8 was 7 Prophecies from Sunny Bird. Number 7 was Badass Bunnies from 999 Games. Number 6 was Children of Morta, the board game from Lucky Duck Games. Number 5 was Railway Boom from Arclight Games. Number 4 was Epona from Delicious Games. Number 3 was Final Titan from Nerd Lab Games. It was better than 10. Number 2 was Recall from Elia Games. And number 1, Return to Dark Tower from Restoration Games.
I mean, we still have time to play more games of Final Titan to boost that on my list. I mean, that'd be fine.
Want to play it tonight?
Sure, let's do it.
No.
Looks like Steph got a ghost emote.
Cute.
I probably got something, but my app doesn't.
Thank you, everybody, for the hype train. That was amazing. Awesome. Dr. Sign and Aldi coming in with a ton of subs. I really appreciate it.
A ton of gift subs.
That was amazing. I really appreciate that. It's a good end of the month.
That's right. And we do these top 10s usually the first time we stream in a new month, but we're not going to play any more new games this month, which is another 5 hours to go.
That's right.
In November.
That's right.
And then we're in December. Final home stretch for your 600 games. Steph, how close are you?
25 to go.
25 games to go to
I have to learn
600 new games for this year. I am a little bit farther off. For the year, I have learned 551, so I need 49 for my 600.
That many.
You watch me.
No.
Probably not, because you're going home to New England
for the holidays.
For the holidays.
Yeah.
I'll be all by myself.
Playing games.
All by myself. So, be sure to check us out every start of the month for our top 10 videos. And be sure to join us at the start of 2026 for our 2025 top 25 games of the year.
But first we have to do top 10 of December.
That's right, and we'll do that. That's right. So, if you enjoyed this top 10 video, and everybody does, am I right?
Yep.
You can check out all of our 2000 videos on YouTube. Just search for Board Gamer Steph, all one word. That's you.
Me.
And you can find all of our teaches, playthroughs, overviews, recaps, and top 10 videos. Or even better, you can join all of the people who talk up here on twitch.tv/BoardGamerSteph. We stream every Wednesday and Sunday night at 5 p.m. Central, and we bring you 3 games or more every single stream. So come join us on Twitch, where we bring you all the games.
And for those on Twitch, we'll be right back.